What's going on, guys? Let's talk about the Balenciaga conspiracy. So one of the things that's been popping up all over TikTok is the fact that Balenciaga name stands for Bao is King, and Bao is the devil. So you have a brand that is Balenciaga, which is basically insinuating allegedly that Bao is king. But not only that, if you remember that popular TV show American Horror Story Covenant, there's a scene, it's the final scene of American Horror Story Covenant, which is the most popular season from the entire franchise. At the very end, when they burn the witch on the stake, they say, "Do you have any last words?"
Any last words? Only one.
And she looks up to the sky and she yells, "Balenciaga!" And at the end of that, I never really understood why she would say Balenciaga, even though she was heavily into fashion. But it wasn't until now that I'm realizing, oh, she's saying Bao is king, and then, devil worshiping and things like that. So how it gets into this whole conspiracy theory about Kim Kardashian and demon energy, it's like, did Kim Kardashian know about all these things that are coming forward about Balenciaga? And it really hones true to the brands that you wear in your back or the things that you support and buy really say a lot about you and your stance, because you don't have to buy a Balenciaga sweater or a Balenciaga trash bag. You don't have to buy those things. So when you do buy them, is it saying something more than just, oh, I think it's cool? I want to say that this video is sponsored in the house by AdamandEve.com. Thank you, AdamandEve.com, for sponsoring this video. Definitely check them out. Use code LUX for 50% off and free shipping. Exclusions do apply at AdamandEve.com. Or is it saying something like, I stand by the beliefs of this brand? Like, for example, for Black Friday, I purchased Kylie Cosmetics, the Batman highlighter. I bought it because I thought it was cool. I'm a big Batman fan. I thought it was super cool. The packaging looked a lot better in photos online than it actually did in person. This is really cheap. But when I got it in the mail today, it literally came broken. Like, just literally fell out. So I don't even know if it would wear on my face. Let's see. I don't even see it picking up. So weird. But the things that you buy online really say a lot about you. So I bought this because I like the Batman symbol. Not so much the Kylie thing, but it's like a new collaboration. I thought it was a cool compact. So basically, if you didn't know me and you came in here and you're like, oh, they must like Batman. Like that type vibe, right? So just like I was saying with Kylie Cosmetics, when we talk about Anastasia Beverly Hills or Charlotte Tilbury, you're buying into these brands. Did Kim Kardashian know that there was so much demonic energy allegedly circling around the Balenciaga brand? And it felt like there's clips, but it felt like they were trying to be like this new type of hip emo brand. Even down, if you go down to the Balenciaga store, maybe we can find a photo. There's like a black Christmas tree in the middle of the store right now. Not to say that just having a black Christmas tree is demonic energy, but what I am trying to say is that there is power in the tongue, and there is power in the things that you put on yourself, right? There are people who don't want anything to do with skeletons or anything like that. And I think with Balenciaga, they try to make it cute somewhere in the middle with the bag and the bear, because there's like a white bear wearing BDSM things. But if you look at some of the photos, you can see some of the items were just placed a little bit too carefully, like Bao, and it's like, okay, you could have put Balenciaga, but to choose Bao, which is like the devil, the king, it's hitting too much to home. And there's so many conspiracies out on YouTube, TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram, talking about the demonic energy that surrounds Balenciaga. And it was one of those things that's been around for a while. But Balenciaga also has been known to copy a lot of other up-and-coming brands. I mean, having a bear with BDSM stuff on it is nothing new. I mean, I've seen worse. But the Balenciaga bear, it had the bruised eye, and they were just copying other brands. The CEO of Balenciaga, parent company, owns a site that sells I have to blur that part out, mannequins with male erect items on their face. And so I'm gonna show up the photo here, but I'm gonna blur out the nose. So basically, it's a child with male genitalia on the child's nose, which is so interesting. Like, why would you do that? Again, the CEO of Balenciaga's parent company owns a site that sells child-esque mannequins with erect male stuff on their face. And again, some people can say that that's art. I personally just don't see that as art. So the Balenciaga Bear that everyone was talking about, I feel was knocked off, because if you look online, there's another bear that's $39.99 called Black Teddy Gothic Lolita Two Ways Bear, and you can see like there's a model holding it over their body, almost like a purse. And so that whole trend right there, I feel like is part of like the Gothic community. But I don't really have an issue per se with the bear with the BDSM on it, but it's when you include it with the children, that's when I have an issue with it. Does that make sense? And even then, that may offend some people, but to me, that was just like a fashion part, like the whole like aesthetic of being like goth. But I do think that Balenciaga really was trying to push the envelope and went a little bit too far. And I think that as a society, people really just drew the line when Balenciaga threw kids in it. I think that if you replaced the child and just had like a person in it, or a girl or a guy as an adult there in the photo, I don't think people would have made such a big deal out of it. But because they're pushing the envelope with the child, I think it has. Now, I've been seeing a lot of people saying online that nobody cares about this, that people are still going to buy Balenciaga. They may not go into the store, but that they will just order it online and wear it around the world and stuff like that. And that's to their own, but I think that it's one of those things, is Balenciaga a brand that's too big to fail? Or would this really hurt their pockets financially? Especially around the holiday season, when a lot of these brands make a lot of money because everyone wants their gifts underneath the Christmas tree. And as I look at a lot of TikToks and YouTube videos talking about the demonic energy that is Balenciaga, I kind of feel like there is something there. There's this one clip that sticks out to me the most, and it's a recent Balenciaga fashion show. It's, when I think of a fashion show, I think of a runway right down the middle, right? I've been to plenty of fashion shows myself, but in this situation, Balenciaga had a giant mud field, okay, with a giant hole in the middle, and all the mud pushed out, and then people were walking the runway in this mud, and I just kind of felt like it was some type of demon energy walking around the muddy dirt in circles, showing off the fashion, dressed in black. And although at that time when I saw it, I really didn't think anything of it. I was almost like desensitized to what I just saw. I was like, oh, okay, is it interesting walking around in mud, I guess. And then I look back at it now and I just see it from a totally different perspective. And I'm like, how is no one seeing this as some like demon vibes? Remember that whole Travis Scott asteroid situation when people thought all of that was demonic energy? So then you have Kim Kardashian again. Did she know about all this demonic stuff going on with Balenciaga, or was it just a check for her? Because even now, remember, we'll put it up here, she put an apology. And her apology, or the receipts, go as follows.
I have been quiet for the past few days. Not because I haven't been disgusted and outraged by the recent Balenciaga campaigns, but because I wanted an opportunity to speak to their team to understand for myself how this could have happened. As a mother of 4, I have been shaken by the disturbing images. The safety of children must be held with the highest regard, and any attempts to normalize child abuse of any kind should have no place in our society, period. I appreciate Balenciaga's removal of the campaigns and apology. In speaking with them, I believe and understand the seriousness of the issue and will take the necessary measures for this to never happen again.
But even then, after knowing that and her apologizing and saying that, it still doesn't seem like she's going to disavow Balenciaga. It still seems like she's going to participate and maybe just put a pause on the brand and circle back when things are a little better for them. Let's just take a pause and wait till things cool off. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I do think that Kim Kardashian might have known a little bit about Balenciaga's demonic energy or past. But I mean, if you look at the Kardashians too, then you have Kylie Jenner hangs out with Travis Scott, and you got that whole demonic energy over there too. Let's not forget Astroworld. So I don't know. It's just very interesting tea, and I think that Kim Kardashian maybe is going to turn the other cheek on this situation, because her statement and her apology to me, although it was a very good PR stunt, PR written, I think it was very great. She didn't disavow. She's still going. She didn't say boycott. She didn't say that she's throwing away her stuff. Which, if you haven't seen the video where we burned my Balenciaga bag, I'll put a clip up here. So like, we burned that bag. That bag got like 1 million views on TikTok. So definitely check it out over there, because I'm TikTok famous now. We got 1 million views on TikTok burning that bag. Check that out. But I don't know. When it comes to Kim Kardashian, I kind of felt like maybe she did see a lot of this stuff, but she just, decided to turn the other cheek. And oh my god, I didn't know. So I just want to leave that to you guys. Let me know what you think about all that drama in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.